Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode from the Multi-Tools and Blades channel. Today we're going to have a look at this vintage pocket knife by Polish company Gerlach. A bit of a disclaimer here, I'm not 100% sure how to date these, so it can be up for a bit of a debate how old this is. But just using a guesstimate based on my experience, I'd probably say this is from the 1980s. So let's just first have a look at the scales. Alright, we've zoomed in, we've got this little stamp here on the side which says 203T. It's a bit hard to see, but I'll do a macro video for this one so you can get in nice and close. I have absolutely no idea what that means. The scales are really hard and dense too, so I think they're solid, possibly made out of bakelite. Definitely not made like a Victorinox. You can see through the shimmer of the light when I move it through the light. It's not straight, little imperfections, like little bubbles. The lack of quality there just gives me this little bit of a doubt that it could be older than the 1980s. But let's move on to the main blade. Tang stamp reads Gerlach stainless. What you're going to find really interesting is that little crown above the word Gerlach. I have searched and searched and I cannot find another one of these knives with that little crown on the Tang. As for the blade itself though, it's not very sharp, which is a little bit disappointing. It's more like a letter opener. There is a half stop, which is a good indication of the 1980s. Now on that same layer, ooh, it's a bit shy, we got the little penknife. Now we get a good look at that Tang stamp, which says Poland, obviously. My narrations are purely for the visually impaired. Which reminds me that all my videos are in 4K ultra high definition, so if possible, crank up that resolution to get the best viewing experience. Yeah, this blade is just as bad as the main one, not sharp at all. Now if any Polish people are watching, it's dead shit. No, just kidding, just a bit of light Aussie humour there. Oh, well this is a 2-layer, so the only other things we've got here is the cap lifter and large screwdriver and wire stripper. And what's really surprising here is that it's sharper than the knives. Lots of little sharp edges. Except the part that's meant to be sharp, this wire stripper here. It's just so dull. Yeah, make a good box opener though. Alright, so opposite that we have the can opener, hawkbill style. Once again, it's not very sharp. At least the tip's a bit pointy. I'm pretty confident this would work if you needed it to. Surprised that even the Vengers of the 1960s had sharpened claws. I guess these came in at a different price point though. Okay, so on the back side we have a reamer. Once again, the corners are not very sharp at all, but tip is quite pointy, which is a good thing. The old style reamer does make it really hard to date this thing. Not one of the newer ones, so what are your thoughts? Put a comment down below. How old do you think this thing is? Oh, you can't tell me this doesn't look familiar. Gee, I wonder where they copied this from, complete with file and everything. This does look good quality. The flutes have been machined, just like an older Victorinox. It almost looks out of place on this tool, to be honest. I've never been a fan of these sideways opening Phillips. Well, there goes another episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. I have a great time making these videos. Feel free to leave any comments you want and I'll try to answer them as quick as possible. Hit that like and subscribe button and I'm going to catch you all next time.